So you open Tactical Masters, pulled a bunch of Runic cards and have no idea what to do with it. You know what? Go grab your Sprite deck because today we are going over Runick Spright. What's going on, guys? My name is Susu from Head-to-Head Battles, and in today's episode, I'm going to be showcasing you my Runick Spright deck profile because it has been doing really well around the entire world in multiple YCSs. All right, guys. So if you guys enjoy content like this, make sure to subscribe, like, and comment. Hit that notification bell down below and comment down below what cards you would change or if you agree or disagree with anything that I say in today's video. All right. So without further ado, let's get into it. All right. So let's go over our Sprite package first real quick. Okay. First, we are playing triple Sprite Blue. Now this card is really good because again, upon special summon, you can add another Sprite monster from your deck to your hand, which in most cases will be Sprite Jet. So Sprite Blue is definitely one of the better cards in the deck. All right, next, we're gonna be playing triple Sprite Jet. Now, this card is really good because it will add you either Smashers or a follow-up starter, or one of the better cards in the deck, in my opinion, Gamma Burst. Now, Jet, again, is a free special summon, doesn't activate or anything. As long as you have a level 2 on the field, you can special summon it, all right? Next, we are playing the 1 carrot and the 1 red. We were playing double carrot, but because we want to kind of emphasize on the runic portion of the deck, we did cut one of the reds and we are playing 1 and 1. Realistically, because you know, we're not really trying to flood the board with the Sprite cards anymore. You definitely, 1 and 1 is definitely, in my opinion, correct, all right? Next, we are playing the triple Swap Frog. Now, Swap Frog is really, really good in this deck because, again, one of our main end boards is going to be Sprite Elf and Totally Awesome. So Swap Frog will definitely help us get us there. And we are playing the 1 Ronin Tonin. Now, we were playing double Ronin Tonin and the 1 Dewfrog. The reason we cut it down to, again, 1 Ronin Tonin is because, 1, we definitely don't want to get hit with the Super Poly on the following turn if we do summon out Dewfrog onto the field in the standby phase. And on top of that, you draw less of the bricks. So less bricks and more Runic cards. Kind of like a win-win situation in my book, all right? So that's going to be it for our monster lineup. Now for our hand trap lineup, we are playing triple Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring. Now Ash is really good in the meta right now because, 1, you can stop the Kid Kalos effect, you can stop the gigantic Sprite effect. There are a bunch of effects that are really good, and Ash is definitely one of the best hand traps in the game by far. Next, we are playing triple DD Crow. Now, we are maining DD Crow over Nibiru because Nibiru is in our side deck, but the reason we main deck DD Crow is simply against the tier limit matchup. DD Crow is insane, and most players now are running only 1 Ronin Tonin anyway, so if you want to kind of get their Ronin Tonin out of circulation, then DD Crow is definitely the best way to do it, okay? Next, we are playing double Ghost Ogre and Snow Rabbit. The reason we're not playing a third is because simply we don't have the room because this is already a 41 card deck. Now, realistically, you could bump it up to 42 and just play the third Ghost Ogre, but you know, we'll have that conversation later after the deck profile, all right? Now, so that's it for our monster lineup, like completely. For our spell lineup, we are playing triple Sprite Starter. Now, Sprite Starter is really good because now, in conjunction with the Runic cards, you can almost play your turn in the draw phase and the standby phase. Sprite Starter is really good because, 1, you can activate it to special summon Sprite Blue from the deck or any Sprite that you may need. But in time, it's not so great because you take the damage if you special summoned it successfully. So with the new time rules, that might be a bit tough pill to swallow. Next, for our one-ofs, we're playing the 1 Gamma Burst and the 1 Smashers. Because we are playing Runic Allure, we are main decking both. Realistically, if you want to play a flat 40, you can cut the Gamma Burst, but I really, really recommend that you keep it because it is really, really good. So Gamma Burst will make all level, link, and rank 2s gain 1400 attack, which is insane, okay? You can literally OTK with this card with even all your small sprites on the board, which is really, really cool. And Smashers is a really good way to out Mystic Mine as well as other problem monsters on the board. All right, now onto the Runic cards. We are playing triple Runic Tip. Now, all the Runic cards in this deck are really good because, 1, you can special summon Huggins from the extra deck, which is a level 2, which also searches you your field spell. That's kind of broken. But Runic Tip, if you don't use the effective special, you can add any Runic card from your deck to your hand and then banish 1 card off the top of your opponent's deck, all right? So, next, we are playing triple Runic Flashing Fire. Now, Runic Flashing Fire says I can target 1 special summon monster that my opponent controls. destroy it, and then banish the top 2 cards of their deck. And they all share the first, like they share effects, which is you need to skip your next battle phase after you activate these cards. So if you're running out of time and you can't go into the battle phase, you're going to be in for a rough time. But luckily, because these are quick plays, you can activate them in the battle phase, which is really, really nice. And all the Runic cards in the deck profile today allow you to special summon the Huggins from the extra monster zone into the extra monster zone. Next, we are playing triple Runic Freezing Curses. Freezing Curses is really insane because it's basically an imperm, but it banishes the top 3 cards from your opponent's deck face up into the banish, which is freaking insane. Like, it's literally an imperm that banishes 3, and I don't know, like, it's really freaking broken. I think the Runic cards definitely don't have the love that they deserve, but I think the Runic cards are insane because you can play your entire turn without normal summoning anymore, because we did cut down a lot on our normal summonable monsters. So the Runic cards definitely help you get there. All right, next we are playing our one-ofs, which is the 1 Runic Fountain, the 1 Runic Destruction. This is basically an Optimistic Mind or Floodgates or the Paralino field spell that the tier limit players use. And we are playing the 1 Runic Allure simply because every time a quick play spell is played, your opponent will banish 1 card. That's me or my opponent, so keep that in mind. Runic Fountain is also really good, and the reason we kind of cut down on the monsters and upped our ratios of Runic spell cards is because being able to draw 3 cards after you use all the cards in your hand to kind of replenish your hand with hand traps is absolutely insane. Okay, so these are our one-ofs. Now we are playing the 1 Call by the Grave. There's definitely no reason not to play the Call by the Grave. It is a quick play spell, so not only do you banish and negate the monster that they were trying to use, you also make them lose even more resources by, you know, having Runic Allure banish a card off the top. And finally, for our trap cards, we're only playing the 3 Infinite Impermanence. Technically, we are playing 6 right now because we do have that 1 Runic card, which is really, really nice. So realistically, in this deck, you have a lot of interruption and a lot of ways to kind of draw cards and out-resource your opponent. But let's move over to the extra deck. All right, so the first 3 cards we are playing is Sprite Elf. Now, Sprite Elf is really good because it allows you to special summon a level 2, but if your opponent controls a monster, you can special summon a rank 2 as well. We are playing the 1 Dark, the Gloomy Dark Charmer. Realistically, you can turn one of these Sprite Elves into a Lina because we are playing Huggins, and Huggins is a light, so keep that in mind. For our fusion monsters, we are playing the double Huggin the Runic Wings. This card is really good because when you summon it, it will add you your field spell, and on top of that, if other cards on the field would be destroyed by card effect, you can banish this card instead. So this card is really, really cool. Has a lot of implications, but realistically, it's a level 2. And it gets you your Runic field spell, so keep that in mind. Next, we are playing triple Gigantic Sprite. This card definitely does not need any explanation, but it's kind of like a floodgate because your opponent cannot Nibiru you anymore, and it gets you into your Toad access by summoning Swap from the deck. Next, we're playing the 2 Totally Awesomes. Don't flame me for the rare copy. I think Pack has my other secret, okay? Toad is really easily summonable in this deck, but because we are playing only 1 Ronin Tonin, we are a bit more susceptible to like cards like DD Crow and Called by the Grave as well, okay? So, next we're playing the 1 Oni Bimaru Soul Sweeper. It's basically target removal. It banishes a card on the field, which is really, really nice. Other than that, no other implications there. And then finally, for our Zeus package, we are playing Downard, Sky Cavalry Centuria, and the Zeus itself. Okay, so that's it for our extra deck. Let's move over to the side deck. All right, so the first 3 cards we're playing in the side deck are Nibiru, the Primal Being. Now, we are playing about 11 hand traps in the main deck. And if you bump it up to 14, including the nib, because you're going to be taking out cards like Call by the Grave and other going first cards that you don't need, you have 14 hand traps in a 41 card deck, which means the chances of you seeing 2, even 3 are really high. And if you see a combination of hand traps with Nibiru, you're pretty much winning that game regardless, okay? Next, we are playing triple Evenly Matched. Evenly Matched is really good right now because, especially against a tier matchup, if you destroy the cards on the field, especially if they are tiers, you're going to be triggering all their effects in the graveyard. So Evenly Matched is definitely one of the better cards to be side decking right now, okay? Next, we are playing triple Lightning Storm. Lightning Storm is really good because Floodgates are a abundant right now. So evenly matched not only works against back row, but the entire board itself. But if you do need a little bit more push, Lightning Storm will definitely get you there, okay? Next, we are playing Dark Ruler No More. Now, Dark Ruler, again, needs no explanation. It's basically a really good one-card way to kind of start picking away at your opponent's board, because now Dark Ruler, in conjunction with your Runic cards, make it really accessible and really easy to break apart the boards that you maybe normally could not have, all right? So, for our final 3 cards, we are playing Dimensional Barrier. The barrier is really good against most decks, especially like the Synchro Pile, basically anything that doesn't link spam, okay? So that's going to be our Runick Spright deck profile. Also, guys, real quick, if you guys need playmatch, field centers, our brand new sister sleeves, or deck boxes and binders, head over to HeadtoHeadBattles.com right now. I'll have the links down in the description box down below, and pick up all your TCG accessory needs. Literally, right now. Go. The links down below, click them. All right, guys, that's it for me today. If you guys enjoyed today's video, make sure to subscribe, like, and comment. Hit that notification bell down below, and comment down below if you agree or disagree with my card choices, or what techs that you're playing to make this deck even spicier. All right, guys. Anyways, I've taken up way too much of your time, guys. My name is Susu from Head to Head Battles, signing out.
What's up, guys? If you haven't subscribed, make sure to click that button right there in the middle.
Also, if you haven't watched that video that YouTube is recommending you, it's probably crazy, all right? Go watch it. This is Susu from Head to Head Battles,
Head to Head Battles,
signing out.